there are 5 common mistakes that can ruin your German university application, and I've seen students lose an entire year because of them. I don't want that to happen to you. A lot of videos actually also share wrong information about these topics. At the end of this video, I'll reveal 2 things many people believe in that are simply not true. I'm currently doing my master's at the Technical University of Munich, and to make sure you get the most accurate and most complete information, I've gone through the official documentation of universities on how they select their applicants. So your dream of studying in Germany doesn't fall apart before it even begins. Mistake number 1, applying to one university only. You probably have the one university with the one program you definitely want to study. But here's the hard truth. If you apply to only one university in Germany, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. The entry requirements at each university are a bit different, so applying to one and hoping that you fit the criteria is honestly a gamble. Some programs that are very competitive and have limited spots follow a system called NC to manage the admission numbers. NC is Latin for numerus clausus. It translates to closed number and means that they basically rank applicants according to their GPA. And if they have 90 spots for the program, only the first 90 get in. Now, that's a bit simplified, but in general, that's how it works. If the NC is 1.9, it means that last year, the person with the worst grade who still got admitted had a 1.9. In any case, what I want to say is something can always go wrong. So apply to at least 5 to 10 programs, maybe even 15 if you want to. I know that sounds like a lot and can feel overwhelming. There's a ton of paperwork, there are deadlines, the formatting, everything. But trust me, once you've done the first one, all of the remaining ones will become much easier, because then you already have all of the required documents and you'll just be adjusting them to each program that you apply for. Mistake 2, using the same motivation letter for every program. If you wanted to do that, stop, please. Admission committees can spot it instantly. They read hundreds of applications, and if your letter sounds generic, like you send it to 10 other schools with just changing the name of the university, it is a very big red flag for them. Each study program in Germany is different. Even if 2 universities offer the same degree title, their courses, focus areas, and teaching styles can be totally different. That's why your motivation letter has to be tailored every single time. Show them that you've read their course structure. Mention a specific module, a professor, or a unique part of the program that caught your attention. And then connect all of these things to your goals. Why does this program make sense for you? Why them? Why this university? Besides that, the motivation letter the universities require are very different. For example, for my application at the Technical University of Munich, I didn't have to write a motivation letter at all, but instead I had to write a small research paper with citations and everything. Mistake number 3. Now, one of the most common and deadly mistakes is waiting too long to start. Let me explain. What many people underestimate is how long everything actually takes. The APS certificate for students from India, China, or Vietnam can take weeks, like several weeks. Getting your IELTS or TOEFL results also takes time. Translating and certifying documents, finding an authorized copy for your transcripts. These things don't happen overnight, and they usually take longer than you would assume they would take. And now, most German universities don't care if your internet died or if your scanner broke down. If you're even 1 day late, your application won't be looked at. So my personal tip, create a plan for all of the documents and tests you need and create a timeline where you can see on which day you want to do what, and plan some buffer time. Plan to submit your application documents maybe a couple of weeks, 4 to 6 weeks maybe before the deadline. That is what I would advise you to do. That way you still have time if something goes wrong or if you forgot something. Mistake number 4, blindly trusting agents or consultants. Let me explain this one. Applying to a university in Germany is probably one of your most important decisions of your life. So don't let others handle your dream for you, who haven't even applied themselves and may not even know how German admission really works. Some agents charge thousands of euros promising guaranteed admission or fast visa approval, and then apply for you to a private university that you never wanted to go in the beginning, just because they get a commission from it. Many of them are just in for the money. No one can guarantee admission, except for the programs where everyone gets accepted. But then why would you pay them several thousands of euros? I've heard stories where consultancies who guaranteed admission actually faked documents, and the student therefore not only got rejected, but also blacklisted for visas, which means they will never have the chance again to come to Germany. So be careful. Now, there are probably also some good study abroad consultancies out there, but there are also many bad ones. So do your research and don't let them handle everything for you. I know the whole process is difficult, but with a bit of guidance and help and tutorials, you'll be able to do everything on your own. I'm thinking of creating a complete program that guides you through the whole process. It will equip you with tools like deadline trackers, tutorials, and the accurate information, as well as all of the resources and links that you need. If you want me to create this, then click on the link in the video description and insert your email. It will signal me that somebody's interested in me creating this. And if enough people want me to do that, I will actually do that, and you'll be the first one to get notified about it. Mistake number 5, underestimating the German language. One of the biggest misconceptions among international students is thinking that there are enough English taught programs, so you don't need to learn German. And while that is true, this is mostly the case for master's programs. And even for the master's programs, it is of course always helpful, because you get better job opportunities and it will help you with finding apartments and integrating into daily life, especially if you will not study in one of the big cities. So starting early is the best thing you can do. So if you want to learn German in a fast and affordable way, you can check out Max Joker's language program, which was made for future students in Germany. The link is in the video description. Now, I looked into how universities select applicants, and there are certain things that other people mentioned in their videos that were simply wrong. Let me tell you which things are wrong. You need to get good letters of recommendations. This is what they tell you. This is simply wrong. Universities in Germany normally never require letters of recommendations anyway, and you will not get bonus points if you have them. So if your consultancy is telling you this, nope, wrong. If your German or English is better, your chances of getting accepted are higher. This is also wrong. Sorry to disappoint, you cannot increase your chances by speaking better English or German. You need to meet the minimum level of that language proficiency. But if your skills are higher, it will make your life easier, but you will not get bonus points for that. They just want to make sure that you're able to follow the lecture contents. Anything above that, good for you, but you don't get points. So if consultancies tell you that it will increase your chances, they will probably only want you to buy one of their language classes. You need a certain grade to get into a specific university. This is most of the time wrong. You'll see why once I explain the application selection. If your consultancy tells you this, they probably don't know and only want to scare you so that you trust them with choosing a different university for which they will then get a commission. So don't fall for this trap. Once you get accepted to one university, your chance of getting into other universities will get lower. This is good for you because this is also wrong. It doesn't matter to how many universities you apply. Whether a university accepts you or not is not connected at all to any other university. It is only about you and whether you meet the requirements or not. I can only encourage you to start as soon as possible. And if you want me to take you through the whole process with accurate information and everything you need step by step, click the link in the video description and drop your mail. Again, this signals me that somebody out there is interested in this and that it is helpful. And if enough people are interested in this and think it's helpful, then I will create it and you'll be the first to know about. I'm rooting for you. Keep growing.